What is going on, guys? Ooh, okay, wait a second. Welcome to today's video. We are doing intermittent fasting. That's kind of the theme of the video, but not really. There'll be other stuff, but I want you guys to know that I'm trying an eating window of noon to 8 p.m. I've tried intermittent fasting before, and for those of you who don't want to know what it is, it's basically prioritizing your calorie intake during certain hours during the day. So that being said, let's get into the video. Hope you guys enjoy it. It's noon. It is noon, just like that. Been working. I just talked to you at like 8 a.m. Now it's noon, and we're gonna make our first meal. So, how I feel right now, I usually eat at like probably 7:30 or 8 a.m. I started having like minor hunger pangs at like 10 a.m. and went to like 10:30. Then I drank a full thing of BCAAs and some black coffee and was completely fine. So I feel great right now. It's 11:55, about to make this food in anticipation for noon. Don't get me wrong though, like I am hungry and like I'm ready to friggin' eat, but at least initially, like it's pretty cool. I like it. And I can have more food now for the rest of the day because I haven't eaten anything. Just state of the obvious right there, but. Did a grocery haul like 2 videos ago. If you didn't see it, you can go back and watch it. I'll link it in the description. But this grilled chicken, it's not cooked already, but it's already sliced up and seasoned. All you have to do is cook it from raw. It's so good. It's so good. First meal right here, we have egg whites, we have squash, we have broccoli, we have mushrooms. Eggs and veggies, egg whites and veggies. And then we have low sugar oatmeal, as I always have, 2 servings of it. It's apple and cinnamon. And then we're gonna weigh out not 1, but 2 servings of peanut butter and mix it in the oatmeal because that is my absolute favorite. 64 exactly, bam. Then reduced sugar, ketchup. It's basically 1 carb per serving. I'll do like 4 servings of this. That's like 4. So guys, this is 762 calories, 83 carb, 31 fat, and 44 protein. Oh. It is 3 p.m. and I am having the second meal of the day, biking to the gym right now, having optimum, I can never speak, optimum nutrition cake bites. Guys, these things are really good. They'll make you gassy though, straight up, they will. 3 of these little bite things, 240 calories, 20 grams of protein, some carbs, some fats. Sorry for talking with my mouth full, but it's good that it's this late in the day and I've only had this many calories. That's really good because I can have a pretty big meal later, like two probably pretty big meals.
Look, you were giving me shit this morning because I come and go when I want to. You know why I can do that? Because when I got here, I dominated. They thought I worked 100 hours a day. Now, no matter what time I get in, nobody questions my ability to get the job done. Get it through your head. First impressions last.
About to ride the whip home, and now post-workout meal is this complete cookie. Lenny and Larry's, 400 calories, proteins, carbs, lots of carbs. It's kind of like the third-ish meal of the day. It was a good workout too. It wasn't like tired or anything. Solid shoulder session. Hour and a bike home. To you guys. It is now Sunday. Spent the whole day yesterday at Amanda's mastermind group, culmination of her 12-week program. She does a social media mastermind group, basically taking on students and helping them find their voice in social media. A lot more that goes into it, but basically there was a culmination yesterday, a meeting in LA, which was freaking awesome. So I wanted to be present there, didn't really film much, but still continued intermittent fast. We'll continue one more day. And then we'll talk about it. But for now, we got cardio, 3.5 miles. Workout. Cardio and abs is done. This morning it is about noon. Breaking the fast, it's about noon, having some oatmeal with peanut butter. You guys have never seen me eat this before. Now, this is the first time I've ever had this on my YouTube channel. I truly believe, guys, that finding what works for you, systems that work for you, once you find them and you enjoy them, you stick to them and you just put your brain on autopilot. That's how we work best as humans. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. If you find something that works for you, and I'm speaking about my oatmeal and peanut butter addiction, it's healthy, it's nutritious, it's filling, fuels my workouts, it's gonna stay. It's here to stay. Okay, I'm just kidding, we're not gonna do that. Thank you guys for watching this video. Intermittent fasting has been the topic of discussion for this video. Been talking through it, letting you guys know that for the past 3 days, what I have done is eaten only during a specific time during the day. I've eaten from noon to 8 p.m. and why did I do this? I've done this in the past before, my senior year of college, which was now 4 years ago. That's crazy, 4 years ago, wow, 25 now. I did it for like 2 months and I enjoyed it. I think I may have, not done it the right way. There are some things I could have done differently. So this time around, being on a contest prep on limited calories, I wanted to introduce intermittent fasting again to see how my body would respond. So, first day, pushed my meal to noon. Usually I would eat around 8 a.m., 9 a.m. I don't eat right when I wake up, but I eat, within probably 30 to 60 minutes after waking up. First day, it was a little tough. It was a little tough to skip that first meal. I caught myself thinking about it a lot and my body was expecting it. It's like, where's the food? You're pushing it off. Especially right around like 10:30, really felt the hunger coming on. But then when I broke my fast at noon, I loved that during that window, I was able to eat pretty much whatever I want. And because it was only a short span of time, 8 hours, I could have bigger meals. I didn't have to worry as much about eating lower calorie foods and higher volume foods like veggies, like fruits. Like I was able to eat the more caloric dense, normal quote unquote foods that people eat because I had an eating window and I had hit my macros and calories for the day. So, and that's the point, and that's a lot of the drive behind why people go into intermittent fasting. It's because they want dietary freedom to eat the foods that they want and not have to worry so much about it. When you give yourself a time during the day where you have to get all of your nutrition in, believe it or not, even when you're on a caloric deficit, it becomes somewhat of a challenge to hit your macronutrient goals because you only have that allotted time. So that's when you can start introduce, like I said, more calorically dense foods. And a lot of people enjoy that. Personally, I know that when I'm dieting, after a while, I crave that feeling of being full. I like that full feeling, you know, after a big meal, and for some reason there's something satisfying to me about that. I've never really understood the people who can like eat these tiny, like 7 to 8 meals per day, very small. That's not me. Like absolute maximum I can do is like 5 meals a day. Usually ends up being around 3 meals and then a snack, and then finishing my calories at night if I have them left over. So that's been great. The last 3 days I've been able to have bigger meals. You guys have seen some examples in this video, and it's just been better. I think for my sanity on this diet, being in a caloric deficit, just to have that full feeling and know I can have a big meal. Another thing I've noticed, heightened productivity. The last 2 days, I've noticed that because I have pushed my food intake till a bit later in the day, after the first day I was thinking about food, but day 2 and day 3, I didn't even have it in my mind really, because I knew I wouldn't be eating till later. So I wasn't focused on making food. I wasn't focused on, you know, whether I'm hungry or not. I was just focused on the stuff I had to get done, because I knew in my mind I wasn't even eating until later. So I was able to focus better in the morning, get my day started, get the things done I needed to get done. And I really enjoyed it. I think, you know, taking a break in the morning just to prepare food, you know, while it's a necessary thing for some people, it can kind of sway our minds and get our focus off for what we're trying to accomplish during the day. I've liked being able to just focus right in the morning. Another note that I just want to drop, it's not weird for us to go without food. I mean, within reason. I'm not saying fasting for full days on end, but our bodies are designed for survival. It's not going to kill us if we're not eating every 3 hours. It's not gonna, you know, totally slaughter all chances of fat loss if we're not eating every 3 to 4 hours. That's not the way it works, guys. Like, our bodies have been developed over thousands of years. We were freaking cavemen at some point, not being able to eat every 3 hours, and we were fine. And there were lean cavemen then, and there are lean humans now that do intermittent fasting. So squash that idea that you have to eat all of the time, every 3 hours to maintain your metabolism, to maintain your leanness. Oh no, I'm gonna hold on to fat because I'm telling my body that I'm not gonna get calories. I don't think that really holds weight, especially when your body gets used to knowing the fact that it's gonna be eating only during a certain time. It's not an issue whatsoever. So guys, as I said, I started eating at noon. I think if I would do it differently, I wouldn't necessarily have a hard, you know, start eating here, start ending here times, like 12 to 8. I wouldn't do that. I would just push my first meal from whenever I wake up forward 4 hours or 5 hours. I think that's better because, you know, if I wake up at 5:30 in the morning, I don't want to be waiting until noon. That's over 6 hours without having food. I'm gonna be pretty hungry by that point. If I wake up at like 10 a.m., I would be wanting to push my meal further there, so I wouldn't be wanting to eat until probably 2 p.m. So if I could go back, it would be more of a, okay, I've woken up, I'm gonna eat in 4 hours, I'm gonna eat in 5 hours. I believe as you get more advanced with intermittent fasting, you can go longer throughout the day without having food. You can push it 6 hours until your first meal. You can push it 8 hours until your first meal. I may continue doing intermittent fasting. I'm still dwelling on it. But if I do, I'm gonna start introducing protein powder in the morning with my coffee when I start my day, just to get some amino acid flow, to keep protein consistent throughout the day, because I believe while being in a caloric deficit and on a contest prep, it's pretty important to keep protein consistent throughout the day. And that's for me because I'm on a contest prep. I believe intermittent fasting in general is something that will work very well for the vast majority of people, and you won't have to, you know, especially if you're not on a contest prep, and you won't have to prioritize, you know, protein throughout the day. But for me personally, going forward, I will probably make sure I get a bit of protein in the morning, like 30 grams, 40 grams, and then and then first meal later. That being said, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Highly encourage you guys, try intermittent fasting if you're looking for something new. If you are looking to lose fat, if you're struggling to do so and you've never tried intermittent fasting, it may be something you like. And there is a hump you have to get over for the first day, 2 days, maybe even 3 days of your body saying, hey, I'm starving, I haven't eaten, I normally eat at this time, please eat. And you may catch yourself thinking of food more often initially when you first start intermittent fasting, but just know that you will slowly get used to it, you will form that habit, and then you will get used to only eating in a certain window, and you'll be able to have bigger meals. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. Please give the video a like. Next video you see, I will be in Hawaii. I will be on vacation with Amanda. It's gonna be a freaking amazing time. Relaxing, working a little bit, but not too much, eating great food, working out, staying on track with prep, and seeing some pretty fucking amazing places. So I'm excited for that. More good stuff coming soon, as always, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.